CD1. Track 2.
Mark, you speak 7 languages.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little about your level of fluency and proficiency in the languages?
Well, Russian is probably my best language. I speak it pretty well because I spent a lot of time in the country, but it's a little rusty. I have quite a good ear, which is a good thing and a bad thing because my accent suggests that I know more than I really do. The other languages are mainly Latin-based, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, but also French and Polish.
You learn the languages through a combination of techniques.
That's right. In different ways, like going to classes, travel, private study.
Did you use any special techniques? Any magic secrets?
Magic secrets? No, but I did do some interesting things like memory training. I watched films in their original language, and at some point I tried sticking lists of words around the house. But I think with me it was more a case of being motivated, and the biggest motivator was a love of languages and pleasure in communicating with people from other countries.
Would you say it's easier to learn new languages if you already know languages in that family? For example, you speak Spanish and French, so maybe it was fairly easy to pick up Portuguese.
I wouldn't say it was easy, but yeah, I would definitely say it's a help, although occasionally it gets confusing. You might be speaking in one language and suddenly a word from another language slips out, causing complete confusion.
Is there any little word of encouragement you could offer those poor souls who are trying to master a language?
That's a tricky one. What I would say is that knowing how to read and write a language doesn't mean you can speak it. You really have to get out there and try to speak at every opportunity. Take risks. Don't be afraid to look stupid, because that's the only way you're going to learn. And you know, everyone has to start somewhere. As a young man, I went to France after years of studying French to degree level, and to my complete embarrassment, I couldn't speak the language or understand anything. All I could do was order breakfast in my hotel.
CD1. Track 4. The headlines this lunchtime are: a conservation institute in the United States has produced wild kittens by crossbreeding cloned adult cats. It is believed to be the first time that clones of wild animals have been bred. Researchers at the Audubon Center for Research of Endangered Species say that the development holds enormous potential for the preservation of endangered species. An American millionaire has succeeded in his long-held ambition to circumnavigate the world in a balloon. 58-year-old Steve Fossett had already made 5 attempts on the record, but was frequently beaten back by the weather. In 1997, he was forced to land in Russia. In 1998, it was Australia, and in 2001, he found himself crash-landing on a cattle ranch in Brazil. And finally, the story of a man who has entered the record books as the world's most renowned eater of burgers. It is estimated that Don Gorski has eaten over 15,000 Big Macs, and he even proposed to his girlfriend Mary in the car park of a McDonald's. In 15 years, he says, he has missed a Big Mac on only 7 occasions, including the death of his mother, a snowstorm, and a 600-mile drive without a McDonald's in sight.